Hi guys, I didn't turn my light on. How are you gonna know I'm not part of the background if I'm not separated from it? Oh, I don't like that. Let's not do that. Just shows all my bad purple hairs. I'm very frustrated today. This is my mad face. This is my mad face post-gym because clearly I just sat down in front of my camera to talk because I was supposed to film something tonight and I'm so focused on my current frustration that I didn't feel like I'd be able to be myself and pretend like everything is fine with my job when it doesn't feel like it is. I also kind of feel like I've been holding some stuff in because I try to keep these sorts of things off of YouTube. I try to keep my place a happy place. But I mentioned that I wanted to communicate with you guys a little bit more about what's going on in my head sometimes. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about why you've seen less FX on my channel as of late. First, I just want to quickly note that I've always tried to balance glam and gore on this channel for obvious reasons. And it has actually been heavier on the gore side for quite a long time. If you look at my glam playlist versus my gore playlist, I've always had more gore videos than glam. So part of it is that I'm trying to balance it out, but another big reason I've been avoiding it is because of this thing called demonetization that I am terrified of. And not only because it exists, but because I can't predict it at all. I can't get answers, I can't get help, and I'm having some other issues with YouTube in general. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already heard about a lot of them, sorry. Also, the notifications issue, because that is the frustration that kind of set this all off today and has made me reflect on all of the issues happening. But I feel a little helpless right now. I'm having a hard time navigating a platform that has really been uncommunicative and unhelpful with its creators for the past few months to a year. Especially. Honestly, this is something that I could dissect and go into detail for hours. Trying to stick to like pertinent details, I've come to find that FX tutorials in general are a giant gamble right now. This has affected FX channels differently. It has completely driven some very, very good FX channels into the ground. I haven't been hit as hard as some FX channels, but any video that gets demonetized that you work really hard on, that you know is not actually spreading violence or hatred or doing anything bad. I mean, this is educational content, which they say in their guidelines is okay. Any video like that getting demonetized is incredibly frustrating. Here's the thing, YouTube is its own site, it can make its own rules. I completely understand that. Even if I don't like the rules, I have to acknowledge the fact that they are completely allowed to do that. However, the rules that they establish are extremely vague and are not consistently enforced, which is the issue. I've had videos that were demonetized and I get very vague answers on why they were demonetized, if I get answers at all. And when I've gotten any hint of an answer, these are the kinds of things that could apply to 20 other of my videos that don't get demonetized. I haven't been getting much of any real help from YouTube on this, despite the many, many times I've been in contact with them over these kinds of things. It kind of feels a little bit like they're gaslighting me. The amount of times I've been told that nothing's wrong, that they don't see a problem, despite dozens and dozens and dozens of people showing me videos and screenshots of how there's no reason why they shouldn't be getting notified, or how I've shown them numbers that prove that after something was demonetized and then reinstated because it was falsely flagged, that it just killed my video. I've shown them the difference in how videos have performed. That sounds extra, but I'm trying to tell you guys, I've tried to keep this off of YouTube, I really have, but I've shown them these things and they'll just respond and be like, doesn't look like anything to me. Spoilers. I am not a massive channel, but I do have 2.5 million subscribers, and I can't help but wonder if this is the help that I can get with 2.5 million subs. What hope do smaller creators have, especially in FX on YouTube, of gaining momentum or traction or making a living off of YouTube or having this be the thing that they spend all their time on? If I can't get answers, they're not getting answers, I would assume. And then there was that time, oh god, then there was that time where Nerd City came out with a video that kind of explained for the first time why things were getting demonetized. He talked about how in the code of a YouTube video, there would be numbers associated with demonetized videos. and he was starting to piece together what certain numbers meant. I took a look at my demonetized videos, and I found that there was a common thread of 2 numbers in almost every single video of mine that was demonetized that I guessed had something to do with violence or gore. But of course, wouldn't you know it, YouTube, who has been very slow to respond to other things, very quickly put their radar on this video and took away the codes to avoid further confusion. So they took away the one thing that helped us start to piece together what the fluff we're supposed to be doing and how we can avoid being demonetized. They just take that away to help us avoid confusion. If I knew what not to do to not get demonetized, I would either do it knowing it was going to get demonetized most likely, and I'd be okay with that because that's YouTube's rules and that's fine, or I would avoid those rules if I couldn't afford to be demonetized that week. But that's not the issue. The issue is that you never really know when they're going to choose to enforce whatever or not, or give you an answer or not. So there isn't even a way to actually play by the rules. And I want you guys to know that I'm not telling you guys this so that you pity me or that you're sad for me. I just want to be a little bit more forthcoming about why I've been making some choices for my channel. And I know it's not the worst thing in the world. I know that there are big problems in the world, but that doesn't mean that smaller problems can't still be talked about, can't still be frustrating. And as far as job problems go, it's pretty frustrating to essentially have a boss that makes you guess and you are arbitrarily successful or unsuccessful, and that affects your entire livelihood. So I want to keep this short and succinct and to the point, but there's so much to unpack. There's so much going on. There's no way that a short YouTube video could ever sum up the scope, but I'm trying to give you a bit of a summary right now just so that you have an idea of what's been going on a little bit. It's part of why I've refocused my channel a little bit in the last few months, where my focus now is less on teaching and it's more on being a source of entertainment for you guys, being a place where you guys will come to laugh or to smile or to feel better after a shitty day. That's kind of the thing I want most out of my channel right now. So I've been doing content that I enjoy doing, that's fun for me, that I think will also not get demonetized, but that you guys will absolutely love. I obviously still love makeup and I still love FX. That's never gonna change. I will always be a creepy kid. So I'm not just gonna rant. I also wanted to see if there's a way for us to do a video where I do some really heavy, gory FX and don't get demonetized. It's arbitrary, it's a giant guessing game, but I figured we could use all of my best guesses on how to avoid it. Which is why today I thought it would be a great idea to turn myself into a cupcake and teach you guys how you can also become a cupcake. And this cupcake in particular will be inspired by this little YouTube feature that's been plaguing the FX world as of late. Because if I'm gonna be frustrated, gosh darn it, I'm gonna find a way to have fun with it. So let's get sweet and totally innocent and super advertiser friendly.
Baby, come here. Are you excited to become a demon with a cupcake with me?
It's gonna be a great time. I think I want to start by getting bald. So first we're just essentially greasing the cupcake tray. You can use olive oil, you can use Pam. I'm using Vaseline. It's a little unconventional. This will ensure that our cupcakes come out really good and pain-free. Oh yeah. Okay, once your base is ready, we can start digging into some glam makeup because glam makeup is pretty safe. I am just going to try to even this out. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna make these cupcakes just yet. So for now, I'm just gonna work on evening out our base a little bit more. My inspiration for these cupcakes is going to be something like this, which I think is very reminiscent of innocence, childhood. It's a very soft, gentle look because we want to look fluffy and cute and definitely not or a bunch of words that I'm just gonna have to bleep out. I'm going to do that with basic glam products that you find in drugstores, very mass-produced, very friendly. And the first thing we need to do is, of course, get rid of our eyebrows. Don't need them. You should probably grease them up. Oh wow, I'm really hairless right now. Measure yourself a safe amount of advertiser-friendly beauty products that we can turn into some pastries, and then we start mixing. Take some cotton balls to, you know, maybe for like eye makeup remover. So we're just gonna start laying down what we need. Alright, then we just want to go over that in a nice even coat. Think about like painting a rainbow on your face. Add friendly. Be careful around your eye because we wouldn't want you to get any makeup products in your eye, because if you do, it might look kind of like red and irritated, and that would be an injury. And injuries, whether real or simulated through makeup art, can get demonetized. In order to get soft, puffy, cute cheeks, you want to build those up too with highlighter and blush. Give your cupcake cute little brows. A necessary step, of course. Yes, yes, like that. To get that lower part of the shape, like, you know, like the not so fun part of the cupcake, the part that no one wants to eat without the frosting, this part right here, you're gonna want to just do the same thing here, but bring down that beauty product material until it just kind of hangs off your face in a kind of like a goatee shape. Next, I think we should start thinking about the design. You have to decorate your cupcake at least a little bit. Nowadays, we put designs in our lattes, in our hair, and what would we be doing if we didn't add some kind of design to our beautiful little cupcake? I want to do something really pretty. I also would love to do something that I know YouTube cares a lot about, because I aim to please. So we're gonna use my favorite product right now. You know what, just use up everything you have left. It's a special occasion. Mash it into a pasty ball of joy, then just stick that on your face. Oh, a guest has arrived. So I called in help for this because of all the channels I can think of all of my friends who have had YouTube issues, and there are many, no one has been more f***ed by YouTube than Miss Spanky Valentine.
It's such an honor and distinction to have this awarded to me.
I want to decorate this cupcake appropriately, and I would love for you to do the honors. Please put this in my forehead. Here you go.
What a privilege.
I can't laugh because my face is glued together.
This shouldn't be funny. This is actually the most depressing thing I've ever done in my life.
It's true.
There's something really great about touching your bald head right now. Oh, I think I nailed this. Definitely the best work that I've ever done in my whole life.
I can't see it. If you have any stories you'd like to share about YouTube, feel free.
Oh, so once upon a time, there was this little princess who, all her life, she wanted to be a nice, fluffy piece of cake that had icing all on top of it. Mm-hmm. Her parents told her that she could be a fairy god cupcake.
Go on, I'm intrigued.
Princess Cupcake to be... I'm losing him.
You got this. You got this.
So this fairy god cupcake... No, wait, she wouldn't be the fairy god cupcake. No. This little princess was visited by a fairy god cupcake who was named... She was named Belle, and all that you had to do was...
Wait, that princess already is taken.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, the bell. Oh, I see where you're going.
Crap, you ruined my...
Sorry. Because you were doing so good before.
I was doing so well.
Hold on. Hi, Sarah.
Girl, are you bald right now?
Yeah, you don't like it?
I know, I love it. I was like, wait, did she do it or did she use, like, the thingies?
The thingies?
You know how you do the things?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't joke about that.
Are you so excited? Wait, so tell me, like, how did you think about doing this?
I didn't think.
You know what, though? It's good because your hair will grow out at the same time.
That's true. Nice. I don't know how to grow out a side shave, therefore, I just need to start over. I didn't shave my head. And I'm just trolling you.
I was like, wait, it's half and half. She either really did, or she did her, like, prosthetic thing. And she's, like, faking me out.
Yeah, it's a bald cap. You should see me right now.
I actually really like, I thought you looked good with bald, like, being bald. Like, it's a good look.
Thank you. I'll send you a picture.
Later that same evening.
Landlord is, like, a cheap So I have this mini fridge, right? So I'm like,
Much later.
are you guys good humans? You must not be.
6.5 hours later.
I spoke to all of India because they're like,
The next day.
and then it's her pig.
Okay.
Oh, there's a pig?
Sarah, you're gonna mess up my makeup. Let me send you a picture of my makeup. I gotta go. I'm filming. I'm gonna mess everything up because you're making me laugh.
Oh, you're in the middle of filming. Okay, well, I'm glad you're not bald. I would have also been very happy because I thought it was really cool.
Well, I'm glad
So,
to
yeah.
know that you would have accepted me either way.
I loved it. I was like, wow, this is very avant-garde. She's gonna be like very hot couture for like a couple months.
Oh, thank you.
That literally spanned like every facet of human existence.
All right, where were we?
I don't
I'm
even
sweating
know.
because she's making me laugh
Oh
so
my
much.
gosh. I really
don't.
hope this is the 2018 Halloween costume of the year.
I do too.
I want to see recreations of this.
Me too. Guys, do it. We basically just want to add the texture back in there because not all cupcakes are smooth. YouTube once told me that I was demonetized because there wasn't enough context to know that it was a makeup tutorial and not violent.
Oh,
You know, like when I was
yeah.
green and I had my eyeball hanging out of my socket and it said FX makeup tutorial.
Like the whole makeup tutorial part just wasn't quite clear enough, was it? I have makeup tutorials that have been demonetized and there is no amount of...
What are they? What were they?
They're just regular beauty.
So not even beauty is safe. Here I've been operating under the guise that beauty was safe.
No, I mean...
I know that this is like a really violent process, but I'm really glad that you're here for it and sticking through it. What I don't get is you can play an ad for a horror movie that is designed to scare general audiences that people have shown me they've seen in the front of a kid's channel. But mine, that people know what they're watching when they go into it, that is arguably, I would say, less scary than a horror movie trailer, that's not okay.
My favorite is like a lot of music videos who get full ads placed on them and you see like the content of the video and it's just about like and like and and like all of these things, but it's like fully monetized, but like a makeup tutorial is harmful to society or something.
I mean, maybe those are okay because music is considered art and I guess just FX makeup isn't.
Yeah, this is the most glorious cupcake I did ever see.
Oh, thank you. It really is kind of like icing a cake right now. Like, I'm not that far off with my metaphor.
Just ever so less tasty.
Sorry, I feel like I invited you over to get you all riled up.
Isn't this what we always do?
Sitting here with your long size. Yeah, that's true. I feel like we can't talk about this stuff a lot with our audiences because you're just kind of expected to not complain about this job.
Right.
Because in a lot of ways it is a great job, but there's a lot of not so good. I think I need to start painting, so I'm gonna make you move.
Yeah.
You can still stay.
That's a
I
good
would
reason.
still love your side commentary.
That's the nicest way anyone's ever told me to leave.
I really just want you to get off my YouTube channel before you kill it.
Out of here. No! I'm gonna tell a whole shit ton of jokes right now so you laugh and ruin all of that makeup. No, I just became the YouTuber's bad luck charm.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so now we are going to, I don't know, we're just gonna start painting. This is the level of fluffs I give at this point. We're just gonna do some beauty makeup. What would you call this look, Spanky?
I'm getting Velociraptor at a yard sale.
Is this for the comment I made 5 minutes ago? I thought we were past that. That's so much worse than what I said to you. And then we just want to pick nice, happy colors to start filling this in. We want like unicorn vibes, rainbow vibes. So I'm gonna start painting myself gold. Yay! Getting to do the makeup art you love without fear of someone telling you that it's violent. That was a fail. Oh, that's very gold. At this point, I want to fill in our little decorative symbol, but I have two color options and I'm not sure what's more appropriate at this point. So we have option A, which is, I think, just the obvious choice. Wouldn't you agree? But in another sense, I think that this is kind of also an obvious choice. because when you get demonetized, you bleed money. We're gonna go with this one. Just fill it with scab frosting, because scab frosting is my favorite. And you really want it to look juicy and delicious. And then just brighten up your art a little more. I'm using this eyeshadow. Think happy thoughts while you do it. Think about making happy trees. Why do I feel like the things that fall out of your shot glass when you're drinking Goldschlager? It had those little gold flakes in it.
Uh-huh.
You know, like gold tinfoil?
I've
I look
never
like
heard of that
gold
before.
tinfoil. We're not going for good here, all right? We're just going for how I feel in my soul as of late.
Look, sexy.
I have some more decorations that we're gonna try to fit on here. They're kind of silly looking, but this whole thing is kind of silly if you ask me. I think it's time for some horns and then some blood. I mean, I think it's time for some, I'm running out of words for accessories. Sprinkles. Wait, that doesn't look good. How do I get rid of that? Do I need to cotton and latex this? Because I will. This is actually a really fun look to do. Now we're gonna add, this is what we call crepe hair, which is as sweet and delicious as a crepe. Remember it that way.
You've never looked better.
Thank you, baby. You're so sweet.
Give me your angles. Yes, sachet. Uh-huh. Oh, you are just the thing of my dreams right now. So, thanks for having me here, baking with you.
Would you like a parting gift?
Please, just put all that latex. Just give me a little spot of it right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna regret that at all.
And you know, just make it really inviting. This is the icing on the cake, so to speak. Knew it was gonna happen. Anyway, that's all for this week. I'll be happier next week, I promise. But you know what? For all I've complained, I had a lot of fun doing this video. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a craving for cupcakes. Don't know where that came from. See ya.